Yo, what's good, my people? We made it to a whopping 200 subscribers, which is freaking awesome. I appreciate everybody who subscribes to the channel. Having said that, One Piece 1076 is out and about. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. We're on our way to 300, baby. And I actually didn't get spoiled this week, so this is going to be a good one. Let's get straight into it.
Hey, listen!
Yeah, so just a little bit of a side note, One Piece is on the cover of Shonen Jump this week with Vegapunk and Luffy in the weird behind outfit. Yo, Oda, please, you're killing us with these outfits. But we also have a color spread where everybody's dressed in summer clothing. Very cool. Zoro and Jinbei with the shades are my favorite. But let's get straight into the chapter. So the chapter picks up with Luffy and Zoro having a conversation with Lucci and Kaku. And Lucci and Kaku are obviously asking them to unlock their handcuffs, let them fight alongside them. And to be honest, Zoro is skeptical, right? He's saying, listen, I don't think that even if we do let you fight alongside us, it's not like you're gonna let us lock you back up again when we're done, which is a logical thinking by Zoro. But they explain like, no, when we're done, we'll not only keep quiet about it, but we'll let you lock us back up. And Luffy's just like, okay. Zoro kind of snaps at Luffy here and he says, obviously that's a lie. But this is Luffy's version of observation hockey coming into play. He can tell when people are lying. He can tell when people are going to attack. He can tell what your intentions are. I got a full video on Luffy's observation hockey planned, so be on the lookout. But before they can finish that conversation, the S-Hawk attacks them with a slash of his leg. And then in this moment, Zoro realizes that the S-Hawk actually has Mr. One's fruit. I don't know if that means Mr. One is like dead, or at the very least Vegapunk was experimenting on him in Impel Down, but he's got it, which I think the real Mihawk is probably like, yo, this is kind of lame, right? Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool that Vegapunk can implant different devil fruits into different people, but let's be honest, the real Mihawk did not need any kind of devil fruit at all, yo. He's badass just the way he is. At this moment, Kaku is basically pleading with Zoro. He's like, listen, you're gonna have to protect us if you don't want us to die while we're locked up. Like, is it really worth going through all the trouble? And after that, Shaka actually asks CP0, like, what exactly are your intentions here? And Lucci responds and he's like, well, I want to eliminate all 7 Vegapunks. And it's really funny because Kaku's essentially a passenger in this conversation, and he's saying, dude, he's standing right in front of you. Like, why are you talking about Vegapunks in the third person when Vegapunk is literally standing right in front of you? And Shaka continues and he says, yeah, and I suppose that means that Stussy isn't really gonna get off the hook either, right? And Lucci responds and he's like, no, I'll never forgive her. And Kaku's like, dude, what the hell? Even if you're trying to save yourself, like, can't you lie a little bit? This is why Luffy assumed that they are not lying. And that's because Lucci isn't even a good liar. At this point, Luffy asks Shaka for the key to the handcuffs. And Shaka's basically like, alright, I leave it to you, just protect the Stella. Luffy turns around and tells this man, Rob Lucci, verbatim, yo, I know you can't beat me, so after this, you're gonna leave the Vegapunks and you're gonna leave my friends alone. And Lucci, with all his pride, is saying, listen, as you wish, but I'm gonna be honest, I want to kill you first, and then I'll kill your friends after you're dead, which we know can't happen because Luffy basically loaded Rob Lucci at this point. While they're going through this, the S-Bear sends out an Ursa shock, and before it can hit, the 2 CP0 members are released from their cuffs. I don't even know why Luffy needed a key for this, because he was able to take off the Sea Stone collar in the Udon prison, but whatever. They're able to dodge the Ursa shock as it blows up the side of the lab, and Luffy in Gear 4 and Rob Lucci in his regular hybrid form do a combination attack on the S-Bear with the Ryokyu gun and the Kong gun, sending him flying. And of course, this is followed up with Zoro and Kaku hitting the S-Hawk with a Tempest kick and a Onigiri respectively. So yo, I don't know if these Seraphim are done, but it's probably not looking too good for them. Directly after that, we cut to inside the research facility, and we see that the long lost members of CP5, CP7, and even CP8, the ones that Rob Lucci were talking about, are being held prisoner. It seems like they're starving as well. The Cypher members go on to explain that for the past 2 months, all the CP members have ended up like this. They get attacked by the CB's weapons, which obviously means a Vegapunk put them up to it, and they end up in this facility, and they were under the impression that Stella was the one that was doing it, but Stella actually had no idea. We see Stella here, he's injured and in prison with the rest of them. At this point, Stella begins to ponder like why this is happening to him, thinks like, could it possibly be that the study of the poneglyphs that he knew about, maybe that got leaked to the world government? Now this is new news to us, right? We never knew that Stella was studying the poneglyphs, although it's probably smart to assume that Stella would know about the poneglyphs. But from here, we get a small panel of a military update where the G9 branch has set sail. All ships are going towards Egghead. They said that they've dispatched over 100 ships of all sizes. So yo, it is a big military event, all converging on Egghead Island. But from here, to our surprise, we cut to Bath. Yo, this is crazy. And we're at a bar, and at this bar is none other than the red-haired Shanks. Yo, this is so crazy. So Shanks, at this point, he's drinking at the bar and he's conversing with a small giant kid that's telling him, yo, let me come with you. And Shanks is like, no way, you're one hot-headed brat. Yo, this is giving me vibes of Luffy in the beginning of the story. Luffy said the same thing to Shanks and Shanks had the same response. I don't know, it's giving me a weird feeling that I don't really like. But as they're talking, one of Shanks' subordinates bursts through the door and he's saying, yo, those bastards just attacked us again. And Shanks basically is like, oh man, like I guess there's gonna be a fight. I guess we talked too long. I assume that this person is talking about the Kid Pirates. As we know, the Kid Pirates arrived here just before Shanks, and it seems like Kid is wasting no time for that rematch. He definitely wants that rematch with Shanks. But Shanks says here like, oh, I guess we just lingered a little bit too long because I saw both of my friends here and I couldn't help it. We had to stop. To where the rest of his crew, Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo, Yasop, is saying, yo, you know, the Kid Pirates are pissed. You know, they're holding a grudge on us. And Shanks basically prepares to set sail. Of course, he reassures the bartenders and the kids that he's not going to let anything happen to this island. It's not going to turn into a battlefield or anything like that. But from here, we see a full picture of what Shanks is working with. Of course, he has his pirate crew, but he also added the giant pirates, Dory, Bragi, Oimo, and Kashi with him. This is Shanks showing and flexing his Yonko muscles. This is Shanks' grand fleet, you guys. Luffy has the new giant warrior pirates. Shanks has the OG giant warrior pirates, and he's showing that in this panel. And at this moment in time, Shanks is like, yo, can one of you guys ask Kid a question for me? And they're like, what? And he's like, do you really want to fight? Do you want this smoke? Or do you just want to leave those road poneglyphs behind and disappear? And the grimace that is on Shanks' face right now, the man says choose wisely. I can't believe this is happening, but guys, listen, I made a prediction about this, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago. There's a video on it. I'm gonna link it in the description, but this is a W for me, baby. I knew it as soon as I saw that Blackbeard pulled up on Law. I had a feeling that Shanks was gonna pull up on Kid again. There's a whole video on it. Link will be in the description. But from here, we cut to Kid's ship. We see Killer talking to Kid here. He's saying, listen, there's shadows starting to move on the coast. The Shanks pirates are approaching, and Kid is basically like, bring it on. Like, Killer is basically explaining that the last time they fought Shanks, they didn't even have a chance at even seeing him. They didn't even make it to Shanks. That means somebody else in the crew cut off Kid's arm. That means somebody else in the crew dealt with them. It's almost like when Rouge got dealt with by Snack and Cracker. He didn't even make it to Big Mom. This is the same situation. So Killer's basically telling Kid here, listen, if we continue down this road, you might lose more than your arm. You might actually lose your life. Of course, this excites Kid, and he's like, bring it on. That's only gonna happen if we lose, right? And we see Shanks preparing for battle. Yo, this is insane. Of course, there's a break next week, but Oda has left us so many things to talk about. Let me know down below what you think about the Shanks situation. Shanks is mobilizing. Shanks has been doing a lot post-Wano. So let me know what you think below, how this affects the story. Of course, give me your thoughts on the Vegapunk situation, Lucci and Kaku joining up with Zoro and Luffy. How quickly are they gonna get this resolved? And of course, who the imposter Vegapunk is. Put all your comments down below. You guys have been going crazy in the comment section. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. We're on the way to 300, baby. And make sure you guys stay safe, stay healthy. This has been your boy Seafood That Guy speaking, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.